I'm in the zone. Why does everywhere I go just remind me of home? You know that state of go with the bed. Them other places come close, but they don't compare.
Now I've been to New York,
come on,
Texas,
yeah,
Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-D-M-V, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
California, no place like California.
fresh off a flight to Boston, got a BZ in Maryland that I pipe too often. Headed right to Austin, most likely flossing. Tight, exhausted, high as a forklift. Handful of goons out in Colorado. Any given afternoon, you can catch a hollow. Honestly, it's the same out in Richmond, Virginia or California. Either state, you can get it. I done seen everywhere from I don't tell him, he saw how heavily he balls. Every project, every seashore. And I ain't content trying to see more nomadic. I probably wind up alone. All it takes is a melody to remind me of home.
Now I've been to New York,
come on,
Texas,
yeah,
Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-D-M-V, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
California, no place like California.
C-A, all day.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Chiefs coming in at 6-7, going up against the Steelers, who come in at 7-6. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. And it's second down. And certainly a key cog in this offensive wheel is Jeremy Maclin.
You've just got to find ways to get him the ball, whether you put him in the slot or put him out on the perimeter.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Cameron Hayward is a defensive lineman, but many of us, especially guys of my vintage, remember his father, Craig Ironhead Hayward, who was a running back. I think Cameron decided he'd rather hit people than be hit.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Maclin. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! Let's round! Let's go! Let's round! Let's round! Ohio! Let's go! Brand 38!
Back to throw again. And Conley's got it over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Davis. And a short gain down to about the 33. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down following the run.
2 minutes. Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Let's go! Let's go! 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 Brand 38! Let's go! Let's
They'll look to throw. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
They come out here in the eye. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, it's Bell. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Justin Houston is truly one of the elite pass rushers in the league. Knows how to get to the quarterback with a variety of moves.
They'll drop to throw. And able to find Green. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down, 8. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Bell. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Alan Bailey in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Wheaton will come in motion right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Eluding the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. They'll give him 12 yards and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run with Davis. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Wheaton will come in motion right.
Gone.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's brought down after a good gain. And give him a gain of 37. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, You're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. On the give, this is their fullback. And it's a fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And it's complete to Kelsey. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They go again with Davis. Niall Davis off to the races. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Niall Davis, touchdown number 15 on the year. And they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And it's 3rd down.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll look to throw again. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. This is Bell. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now here comes Kansas City. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got time. Still back there. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So the pressure was coming. Intentional grounding is the call, and that's a 10-yard penalty.
The pressure you noted, Brandon, came so fast. Quarterback wasn't able to get outside the pocket to ground the football.
Here's Davis now. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now Bell, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and sneak it here. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let it go again. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Looking to throw. And able to find Green. That one good for 15 and a first.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On the carry, it's Davis. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They'll set up the screen with Davis. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage. Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have doing for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So now at third. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
The give is to Bell. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Second down following the run. They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. In on the stop, Kevin Minter.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Third down now following the run.
Here we go now.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
But we're stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. 19 yards there on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Bell. Down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. On the right side, caught by Green. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Allen Bailey in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up, and they'll run it here. Niall Davis off to the races. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Niall Davis, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Out left side here to Bryant. 23 yards on the play. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
Wheaton will come in motion right. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. On the run. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there. Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. They'll run it with Bell. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. It's a quarterback sneak, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And this is back to a 5-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now on 3rd, and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to...
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And the lead is now 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll drop the throw. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And if the defense can hold here, this ball game is over.
And they're thinking more than just holding. They're thinking about a takeaway to finish things off.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now they're in the hurry-up. He's back to throw. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on the ground they go with a running back. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw, and he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 5, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Incomplete. The tight end, Gary Barnage, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's Ross Cockrell that time that made the tackle. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off William Gay. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.